Right, this is Linton the Swarm Vassal, Bellator light heavyweight contender, and you're watching the MMA Crypt Fighting Talk Show.
Hello Cryptos, fight fans, gamblers for this show. This is the MMA Crypt Fighting Talk Show and I'm your host Gregory Stone and welcome to the Gamblers Meeting. The reason I'm going to call this a Gamblers Meeting and not a betting prediction or some betting tips is because I want you guys in the comment section below, I want you guys to give your bet tips to me. Maybe I'll play some. This is just where we're going to chat who we think is going to win and what good bets to place basically. That could be, will the fight finish by knockout, who will finish the fight by knockout, submission, over under, fight go distance, not go distance, parlays, whatever it may be. You guys fire them my way, I'll fire them your way. But well, also by the sense of my title, Gamblers Meet, you can tell I want to do a few of these, and there will be a few of these I think. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can win a lot of money. If we're losing a shitload of money, then maybe we'll knock it on the head real quick. But I will tell you, last week I did pretty good on the undercard. I was 5-0 up until the Sam Stoke fight where he got sparked out, and yeah, I was well on my way to maybe a grand or two, but it didn't happen. Fucking Sam Stoke, the bastard. But this week I'm going to go for more singles and doubles. Just basically try and double my money. I've gone for 1 or 2 accumulators, but let's lay off these accumulators. Overall, last week I went 8-4. Take from it what you will if that's good enough for you. But usually I get about 10 right, 2 wrong every event. Maybe 9 right, 3 wrong. So I'm not too bad. And not to mention, will a fight go the distance or not? I'm pretty good at that too. So we'll see how things roll. And if you like my bets, then keep coming back to the channel. But anyway, my tips for UFC 191. Let's kick things off for this event. This will be our first one, the Gamblers Meeting on the MMA Crypt Fighting Talk Show. We'll start things out with UFC 191. Some good odds on this card, especially for singles. Well, obviously, always good with the singles. You want to at least get some good single bets in there to cover your ass in a way as well. Obviously, you don't want to go crazy with all these accumulators. I learned that last week. Well, not last week, 2 weeks ago on the fight night. But we've got Ron Stallings here at 1.57 decimal. Now I want to talk about the decimals. I will be using decimals because they're the easiest. To stick a pound in front of it, stick a dollar in front of it. Ron Stallings is at 1.57 decimals. So what that means, stick a dollar in front of it, stick a pound in front of it. That's £1.57 back or $1.57 back for every dollar and every pound you put on. They're the easiest. It's as simple as that. For every dollar, every pound you put on, that's what you get back. So if you get 5.00 decimal, that means you get £5, $5 back for every dollar or pound you put on. It's as simple as that, guys. It's the easiest one to use. I always use them. So for this show, I will be going with that. Okay, Cryptors, let's start with the singles. Obviously, there's a bit of a skip there. I will be skipping between each ones. A little bit of a break so I can have a look at them. The lighting's changed though, so I'm not too sure. I've not changed the camera settings and the sun certainly didn't come out that quick. But who knows, the camera wants to change the settings on its own. But yeah, I didn't turn from orange to white. I've always been white, okay? Pale white, milky white, whatever you want to call it. I'm from England, okay? The rainy part too. So the singles here. I'll take Ron Stallings there for 1.57 decimals. That's pretty safe. Obviously, I understand if you guys have a bit of concern with his clinch game against defence. He does spend a lot of time there, but his takedown defence is pretty solid. He does spend a lot of time there, and obviously Joe Riggs is pretty decent there. Also, if you watch his fight against Patrick Colte, he was good with the takedowns. He set up his takedowns with strikes, etc. In the centre of the cage, he was pretty good against the cage, taking Patrick Colte down. He had Colte there for a little while too, from what I can recall. I've not watched the fight very recently in the past few days, but from what I recall, he did. That's when I was gambling about 2 weeks ago. I was watching some fights, and yeah. But I believe the factor in this fight, the deciding factor for Ron Stallings will be the striking. Obviously, he normally causes a lot of people problems with the left head kick and the left roundhouse kick. Obviously, his southpaw stance. He has his power leg back, and a lot of people have problems with that. But Joe Riggs himself is a southpaw, so I don't see the left high kick being much of a problem, and the roundhouse, to be honest with you. But I do believe his taekwondo will come into play, and he'll light Joe Riggs up. But I think that's pretty safe. Now, single wise, for me, unless you're going to place like $100 or £100 to get you 157 back, I don't really see the point of being a single. It's a safe single, but it depends how much you're going to place in it for me. I think anything below £50, $50, just don't bother. Just double it up. Anything below that, you might as well just double it up. Obviously, $50 will get you in the range about 75 back. Yeah, 75 pounds, whatever it is. That's their 25 basically against your 50. That's okay. That's not too bad. Well, it's been a little bit more than that. It's 570, but 2-1 pretty much. You can call that. So yeah, anything below 50, I'd say don't bother in a single. But if you're going 50 or over, that's a pretty safe single. I'd say. I really would. I understand your concerns, but yeah, I'll do that. So we've got Joaquim Silva versus Nazareno Meligari. This Silva guy's pretty fucking wild. He ain't the most technical striker, but he wings these overhands. How the fuck he knocks out all his opponents from him, I do not know. He must have some crazy perks. He touched them, they go out. But I noticed in one of his fights he got put on his back, and he was there for a long fucking time. Didn't have an active guard. Not very attacking off it. Apparently he's got a decent BJJ game. I didn't see that at all. Fucking pathetic. He's pretty wild in his ground and pound, I give him that much. He's pretty lethal. Didn't really want to go against him too much, but his opponent, Malagari, this guy is fucking legit, serious. He's a good grappler, good wrestler, but also the way he sets up the takedowns too, with his striking, very confident, very, very fast in his shot. Fucking hell, he's got a fast double leg. I'd say that much. It's all about the speed. It really is. If you can get deep in on those hips before your opponent can even try to defend it, they're going down. It's as simple as that. I do believe he will get Silva down, but obviously the fight will go on the feet at some point and will sort of like that big fucking knockout blow. There's always the potential for it, but what I'd go is, I would go for Malagiri. I will go for him. Sorry about his fucking weird name, never heard of this guy before, but I watched him, he's pretty decent. And I would lay down a nice single on here. I'll probably say about a nice safe £20. I think that'll be pretty safe enough. His odds are 1.73. I think £20, $20, straight single there. Certainly worth it, I really do. Obviously, if you want to... I won't get to the doubles yet, I'm just doing the singles. Ross Pearson versus Felder. I'll pick Felder in this. 1.25 decimal, not worth going a single on that, just don't even bother. Francisco Rivera versus John Lineker. I fucking love this shit. Francisco Rivera. People say that he did well against Uriah Faber. I didn't see that shit. I didn't see it. Uriah Faber fucking... He didn't land a shot on Uriah Faber. Uriah Faber, his stand-up wasn't exactly great. He sort of like lunged in, but his head movement was great, bobbing and weaving. He threw his unorthodox strikes, and Francisco Rivera didn't know how to deal with that. Obviously knocked out Alex Caceres, Bruce Leroy. That was pretty decent, but these short guys, you throw those big overhands, you're going to fucking land on the chin. And but let's be honest here, John Lineker is no Bruce Leroy. I think I'm quoting Justin Buchholz there from Stud Show Radio. I was watching that and getting their thoughts on it too. Yeah, I've got to take John Lineker in here, and his odds are pretty decent too. 1.8 decimals. Also, I was watching the ground game too. John Lineker's got the better BJJ game. I do believe his stand-up isn't as technical as Francisco Rivera's, but it's the guy can take a fucking punch. He's got a breeze blockhead, and he's got some power in his hands. I believe John Lineker can knock out Francisco Rivera. I really do. Francisco Rivera's been at previously in previous fights, and I do believe that's going to be the telling factor. I think John Lineker can actually knock him out or take the decision. John Lineker is moving up to weight, but don't read fucking too much into that. The guy's a stud. He's a crazy fucking animal. He'll walk forward. He'll back him down towards the cage, and he's going to fucking land some solid shots. Simple as that. Francisco Rivera is going to feel pretty confident in his hands as well. I'm guessing by recent interview he's going to try and counter-strike Lineker, but counter-strike all you want. All he has to do is land one of those on the chin and you're going down. I feel pretty comfortable in laying about at least 30. I'd say lay down about 30. Say $30, $40 straight pounds. Straight on John Lineker. I don't think you can go wrong there. Trust me. Jessica Andrade versus Raquel Pennington. These guys had a very close fight last time. Very, very close fight. Raquel Pennington really does impress me. She really does. She finds a way to win. The only thing for me, she counter-strikes a lot, and Andrade just comes forward, bombs forward. She really does. I do believe that Raquel Pennington has a lot more to gain from this fight. I do believe she's probably made the adjustments, because in the third round she was really coming on strong against Jessica Andrade. Normally you'll favour the person who's coming on strong and who can make the adjustments. I don't see many adjustments from Jessica Andrade, so normally you would say go with Raquel Pennington, but I'm not. I'm going to go with Jessica Andrade for this. But with the odds of 1.44 decimals, like I say, unless you're going to put £100 down, $100 down, don't even bother with a single on that. It's too little money. Unless you want to put 50 down against like £22, You're 50 against the Bucky's 22. That's sort of okay. I'll probably say 50. If you want to go down, I think it's pretty safe, to be honest with you. And just remember, if one of these loses, probably about 3 or 4 singles will win. So don't worry too much. This is why I'm talking why you should put something about money too. Because the more money, you feel more safer. So, yeah, I'll probably, yeah, you know what? Because Raquel has got a slight chance of winning, she can make the adjustments. And there was a few close submissions in there. But also, there's good odds for the submission here. There's good odds for Raquel Pennington to get the submission. There's good odds for Jessica Andrade to get the knockout. I've gone as a backup there, just cover your ass. Because if Raquel does win, I do believe it could be by submission. And if Andrade does come out and she starts bombing away and Raquel Pennington tries a different game plan, maybe goes for submission. Maybe go for submissions, she backs off, looks to counter strike and go for submissions against the cage, maybe possibly guillotine, that's what she mainly went for. I do believe she could get knocked out. Maybe she shoots for a double leg or a single, and you know, Andrade is, you know, she's no joke on the ground, man. She's pretty aggressive. If she scrambles or gets on top of Pennington, there could be a TKO coming. Elbows, the elbows and the ground and pound is absolutely vicious from Andrade. I'll go for Andrade. Yeah, it's pretty safe. Yeah, probably go about 25, no, $50 against you. They're 22. I've said it's about safe, to be honest with you. What else have we got here? Clay Collard, Thiago Traitor. Clay Collard, what a fucking prospect this guy is. Traitor got sparked out in his last fight. Absolutely crap stand up. Let's get straight to the point here. Clay Collard is fucking magnificent on the feet. Very creative. He's gonna put Traitor to sleep. He shouldn't be a traitor. Traitor's going down out. Simple as that. And the odds here are absolutely ridiculous. 1.73 decimals. That is absolutely fantastic. I would say go about 40-50 pounds on this here, guys. I really would. Obviously, you want to go big, like 100 pounds. That'd be 173 pounds back. But let's have a look here. So if you did a nice single here, let's go 50. Gives you 86 pounds back. 50 pounds, 86 pounds, that's 36 pounds against your 50. You cannot go wrong, trust me. The moment you've got, place it on Clay Collard there, guys, really. He had some good scratch with buckles. This guy's legit, he really is. Paige Van Zandt, Alex Chambers, don't even bother. Fucking absolute crap odds, 1.05 for Paige Van Zandt. Jeez. Rumble Johnson versus Manoa, 1.20 for Johnson. I do think Johnson's going to win. I don't know, actually. It's a lot closer fight than what you think. That's pathetic odds for Johnson, to be honest with you. No way near enough respect for Manoa there. He's got solid takedown defense. He's probably actually the better technical striker than Johnson is. So what the fuck with those odds, I do not know. But I do believe the wrestling will come into play for Johnson. That'll probably be the potential winner for him. But you never know, Manoa can win this. If anything, you got 4.50 decimals for Manoa. Slap about a 10 on him. Can't fucking go wrong. Blachowicz versus Corey Anderson. Corey Anderson looks like, if you watch the footage between them both, you know, recently in the UFC fights, looks like Corey Anderson could take this. Obviously, he's winner of the Ultimate Fighter Season 19. He's very active, likes to push the tempo, always in your face constantly. Different combinations, change up his stance. So if you look at it, with Blachowicz, he likes to be more reserves, counter-strike. You could probably think that Corey Anderson could take the decision here. Corey Anderson's very good in the clinch. Obviously, Blachowicz got some good takedown defense also against the cage, but I do believe he will be strong, and I do believe he will reverse. I believe that's where Corey Anderson will try and take the fight. Obviously, strike him, back him against the cage, and when the time's right, he'll clinch. Maybe look for a takedown. I do believe that Blachowicz will reverse him, and that's when Blachowicz will lay it on him. He'll pick his opportunities, and I do believe Blachowicz is a better counter striker. Well, he's not probably great offensively as Corey Anderson is. I do believe that he will counter-strike Corey Anderson. I do believe he's going to knock the fuck out of Corey Anderson. Whether that's TKO or totally knock him out clean, I'm not too sure, but he's going to put it to him and he's going to hurt him bad to the point where I think the fight's going to be stopped. So the odds there for Jan Blachowicz is 1.61 decimals. That's not too bad, guys. That's not too bad. I'll go 50 against your 30. So splash about 50 on Blachowicz there. It's well worth it. So that'll be £30 profit there. So that'll be £80 return. Can't go wrong with that, guys. Andrei Arlovski versus Frank Mir. I'm going Frank Mir here. Obviously, Frank Mir, Andrei Arlovski's got the sandball background, got the submission, leg locks, etc. But I tell you one thing, he's not as slick as Mir on the ground. No fucking way. This is, how the fuck they got Andrei Arlovski a favourite? I do not have a clue. To me, I think it's a pretty even match. But the one deciding factor is Mir's got a fucking way better ground game. I mean, way better ground game. What the fuck? If Mir gets his fight to the ground, it's done. It's probably done. If he gets it down at least 2 or 3 times, it's done. Maybe one, Aloski maybe will scram back to his feet. I don't see if this fight gets to the ground 2 or 3 times, he's done. He really is done. Not to mention, May could probably keep him down there for a little while too. He's not going to want to make a mistake because he knows May will fucking rip his arm off or something if he does. So he'll take his time and buy his time, and in that time, May will be winning the fucking round. So, May all the way, guys. Got some very good odds. 2.25 decimals. I'll seriously, I'll put about 45.50 down on this. Jeez, what will we get for that? Let's have a look. Let's go 50 here, guys. That'll get you 112 back. So that's £62 against your 50. You can't go wrong there, trust me, guys. That's a perfect. That's a tip. That's the tip of the day, guys. That's the tip of the show. And then the final fight, Mighty Mouse versus John Dodson. Don't even bother. 1.22 decimals. I do believe Mighty Mouse will not be getting caught like the first fight, and he will absolutely dominate John Dodson. John Dodson's a really good fighter, though. He really is. He's no chump. But I do believe Mighty Mouse will dominate him in this one. So that's the singles out of the way, guys. Obviously, I went for big crazy money. Put on whatever you want to put on, guys. But this is the way I plan it out. You know, I think you'll come away safe out of those singles alone, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's have a look at some doubles here, guys. So I'll double up. Let's have a look. I think let's go for the safer ones first. So let's have a look at the safe ones. I'll go Clay Collard and Paul Felder. That's a very safe double there, guys. So Clay Collard and Paul Felder. Let's have a look and see. That gives you 2.16 decimals. So basically, put about £20 on there. You'll get £42 back, basically £43 back. That's not bad, guys. That's a nice safe double there. Let's have a look for another safe one. Meligari's not totally safe. Stalling's pretty safe. Okay, let's go with the wrestling guys here and the counter guys against the more active guys. Let's go. Let's go Blachowicz and Stallings. That's 2.54 decimals. Put about 20 down there, guys. That's 20 against the bookies 30. That'll get you £50 back. Those two win. Your £20 gets you £50 back. So that's Jan Blachowicz and Ron Stallings there. I believe that'll happen, guys. That's another safe one. Let's go for a bit of a wilder double A. Let's go for Frank Mir and Lineker. Let's go for Frank Mir and Lineker. This is going to be a good one. Oh yeah, 4.05 decimal. That's what you talk about. So your £10 will get you £40 back. How cool is that? The bookie's £30 against your 10. Frank Mir and John Lineker. John Lineker's going to be the favourite to win that. How he's the underdog, I do not know. And how the fuck Frank Mir's the underdog, I do not know either. But you can't go wrong. And if you lose about 3 or 4 other bets there, you lose any of your doubles, just winning that one alone will get you money back on them. So that's a bit of veteran gambling from me there, I think. Covering your ass, I like to call it. I always cover my ass on the bets. Cover your ass, guys. Trust me. Because if you lose a couple early on, you're going to be sweating later on. You don't want to sweat later on. You want to cover your ass. So that's the doubles out of the way. Let's do a nice treble here for you. I'll put up a nice treble for you guys. Let's go with Mighty Mouse. Let's go with Felder. Let's go with Rumble Johnson. And this will cover your ass. Cause if you put like tenner down on Manoa, well, just put a fiver down. Put £5 down on Manoa. That'll get you £25 back if he wins. Right? So doing this treble here will cover you. So let's see how much this treble will bring up. Because the only one I see losing out of this could potentially be Rumble Johnson. So that'll get you 1.83 decimals back. So that's say like you put £20 down, that'll get you £36 back. So you're 20 against the bookies 16. I think that's pretty safe enough. Stick 20 down, and you get £16 winnings if that wins. So that'll be £36 back. And then if you splash a fiver as a backup on Manoa, either way you're going to pull money out. Right, it's only £11, but it's better than nothing. And if Manoa does fuck it up, fuck the treble up, then you win £20 on Manoa. And minus 16 from that, you still walk away with £4 profit. It's not great, but it's just covering your ass. So the treble wins, you're up a little bit more, and you cover your ass if Manoa does fuck up the treble. So technically, it's like a double, in a way. It's like a safe double, but you just get better odds on it. Veteran gambler here, guys. I'll teach you, don't worry. So Felder, Johnson, and Johnson. So that's Mighty Mouse and Rumble. If you move over on to some other betting sites, overall, here's one tip I'll give you. I'll give you a big fucking accumulator for all the fights here. So let's go Stallings, Malagary, Felder, Lineker, Andrade, Collard, Paige Van Zandt, Rumble, Blakovic, May, and Mighty Mouse. This is all the people I'm going for. All the fucking people here, guys. This is one big massive accumulator. Let's have a look. It's 11-fold. Fucking 11-fold. That's 82. That's 82 decimals. So, now let's stick a sneaky $3, £3 down on that. $3 and £3. If all them win, remember, they're all going to win. One of them loses, it fucks it all up. But this is what I mean. You only put a little bit of money on, so it don't fucking matter if it loses. So £3, $3 will return you £247 or $247. Cannot go wrong. I do believe they're all going to win, to be honest with you. As we see in fighting, you can't always predict. Maybe one or two of them might lose, but that's going to be pretty fucking close. There's a slight chance, slight to good chance of that happening, to be honest with you. And can you part with £3? I think you can part with £3. And if you do that pretty much every fight card, you know, £3, 247 winnings. Generally, fucking bets you can place like that before you actually reach 247, and then you actually end up losing money by doing that. You're going to win one by the time that happens, or probably more. But yeah, a couple of backup tips here, like fights not go distance. I'm going to give you some here. Fights not to go distance, I'm picking Clay Collard Traitor not to go distance. There's good odds on the fights not go distance, guys, so keep an eye out for these. I'm picking Francisco Rivera, Lineker, well no, scrap that. I'm picking Felder, Ross Pearson not to go to the distance. I'm picking Chambers versus Paige Van Zandt not to go to the distance. And I'm picking Rumble, Johnson and Manoa not to go distance. There's pretty good odds on all of them, guys. So leave your bets down below, guys. We have Invicta 14 coming up. I think there's some big money potentially made on there, so that'll be the next gamblers meeting probably. But from the MMA Crit Fighting Talk Show and the gamblers meeting, maybe we win a lot of fucking money. And yeah, until next time, possibly Invicta 14. Sayonara.